respect stays. But time goes on, it goes away, and kids tend to be more like they adopt the system here, which is you can look at it from a two-way perspective. It's good, and it's also not too good as an African, where we think respect is the fundamentals for a kid's well-being, education, and everything. To us, it's we try to always make sure we teach that to our kids. Respect, respect, respect.
What do Africans call? Because I don't really love the word African Americans, right? So what do Africans call African Americans? Like we just call you guys call us black people?
Well, I've seen, I call them, you know, there's a lot going on in that spectrum where you have to see what part of town you are in, right? If, I don't care, I call them like, we're all black people, but some Africans in some community, they'll call them Akatas, and, but it all depends, yeah. So there's a lot going on in that field.
Akatas.
Yes, like, it's a derogative word, and word that they use a lot, but to me, I don't use those words because it's like the N word.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's to us because it implies that lazy people or something of that sort.
Oh.
Yeah. So, but I don't. To me, as an individual, in my community, we don't hear that a lot.
Is that the perception that we give off? Is that we're lazy Americans?
I wouldn't say that. I would say that it all depends on where you come from and where you live at, right? In some areas, like you go to some areas, some part of town, where you have the black community, you mostly see people using those words in those areas because you have those areas where people live a certain way. I don't think it's they live in a way. When we move from Africa, right, we have that idea in our brains that America is so good, right? We watch a lot of movies. When you're growing up, you watch movies in Hollywood and all that, and that stays in your mind. When you move in here, you still think that you will see people at that level, and then reality hits in. You see people that are far worse than where you come from back home, and then you begin to like, what's going on?
I'm glad you said that because our movies gives us the opposite. They tell us that Africa is so poor, right?